our solar system moves through the cosmos, and we moved through a period of time where we were either further away from the great central sun or the alignment was not the same, and the energies coming to our solar system were of a lower vibration. Consequently, we had the fall. Within the cycle, our entire solar system is moving much more into a higher vibratory space of the cosmos that's going to affect everybody. And I know a lot of people in their thought pattern, they see what I'd say mainstream media wants to show them, but the various hate and crime and war that's still ongoing. And they go, well, how on earth could we have this shift in consciousness going on when I see this still daily? Look at all these people. They don't ever look at themselves. It's always, look at all of these.
Yeah, it's all out there. Now it's in here. Yeah.
When Mother Earth moved into her higher density body, for me, as I saw that was around 2012, it triggered a time frame that everybody has to shift with Mother Earth. You cannot hold for a long period of time, a low vibrational energy when the host planet has moved into her own evolutionary higher vibration. And so both of these are triggering. Now we look at the structures around society, and part of it goes, well, the government's not changing. We want the government to change.
Yeah, look out.
But all of these structures that were born during fear, separation, competition, control, those vibrations which were much lower, yes, they started there. They're not going to shift and change, but they will fall away because they're not supported by not only where we're going as a solar system, but where Mother Earth has gone as well. Pick up that and run with some of your thoughts on what you've seen as far as how can we have this quick of a shift on the planet, and we all see it as both extraordinarily quick. What do you see?
Well, absolutely. The old structures must come down. The new world is being birthed, and those that are gracefully riding that wave will have an easier time. That means you have to get pretty masterful at doing inner work, because all the things, the constructs within that are being projected outwardly in this holographic field of Earth, it's a mirrored image. It's got to come down. We need to be phoenixes rising from the ashes of the human conditioning and rise back into our divine, authentic selves to birth the golden age, to be riding that wave. And so many of us are riding it, and more people are getting masterful in it. And I believe, from my visions, from my remembrance, and one in particular, when I was 19, I remembered right before this life, we're in a soul school, many of us, and we were seeing images of Earth, and it was bringing up heartfelt emotions, and we're starting to acclimate to Earth and what it was going to be like. But we knew, as much as we were excited, and there were so many of us that were going to come in as this first wave, we knew it was going to be huge. It was going to be daunting. It was not going to be easy. Now, we knew for a while we would feel all alone and isolated, and who are these people we were born into, and what is this society, and kind of out of sync, like almost like something was wrong with us. But finally we would start finding each other. And as we did that, that kind of went into what I heard in that remembrance, is that we would be undergoing an ascension process. And what that meant is this mass ascension would be occurring, not like many people think of it, like Jesus ascended and went back to the heavens. It's not like that, because we are heaven born. We don't need to really do much except for die here to be back. There's a lot of misconceptions about it. But the true ascension, as I've been witnessing it, and I've worked with souls all over the planet forever and ever here now, that it's an ascension out of the dark elements in the psyche, the belief systems and structures that kept people suffering and endless dramas and the travail, of life, into the gold of our true natures, because that part of us is like a magic genie, the spirit within, and that part of us is what's birthing the golden age. You can work, I learned this the hard way, you can work night and day making wonderful things for people and the planet and systems, but if your consciousness is not resonant in that Edenic consciousness, it'll just crumble and personalities will get in there and wreck it. To have a true and lasting change, we need to be changed within. And so the really whole thing that's happening here, that it's really an inner shift that then transforms the outer world. And from within, we're changing everything, and everything will be changed. And because we're here, the violets, we're here to have the transition be with the least amount of suffering and cataclysm as possible. Therefore, we've all been doing like quelling the storms and holding California in place, and our light bearers, in the world, standing in their places as vessels of letting the light come in, letting the darkness be transformed as fast as possible with the least amount of suffering and hardship. And I am an advocate of that, a voice of positive planetary change. I sometimes feel alone in that voice, because a lot of people want to predict California's going, this is going to happen, we have to have a full breakdown to have a new world. No, we do not. We need to bring our light consciousness into the equation, shift ourselves, create heaven on earth in our own life experiences, and then bring that light into our businesses, our community, and transform the world gracefully under this great divine plan.